Hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another dope episode of the Roth Talk podcast where we gonna talk that talk. You know who I am. It's your guy, Rothstein Beats. You already know, man. We do this thing, man. I've had so many dope guests that came to the show, man. I want to salute to everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been showing mad love and mad support. So again, I just want to thank y'all for pulling up, always supporting the Roth Talk podcast, and man, keeping this thing cooking. So we're going to get this thing started. I'm waiting for my guy to pull up. I don't know why I cannot see people pulling up in the room. So let me see if he's up in here. No, he's not in here yet, man. I don't know what's going on with my live, but I cannot see who's coming in the room. I cannot see the comments. I don't know what's going on. All right, turn off. Let me see. No, I ain't got that up there. So let me see. Get my guy on the line real quick before we get this thing started. Y'all sent him that request. Hope he can pull up, give me that thing going. But again, I want to salute to all my guests that's been on the show. We had Bots, we've had Urko, we've had June Archer, we had Bob Sumner, we had Paul Porter, we've had J.R. Swift, we've had Jay Burner, man. Come on, man. Roth is out here talking that talk with my guys. So, again, I want to thank everybody for always coming up and supporting and giving me love on the podcast, telling me how much y'all enjoying it. I'm having a great time doing it, have some dope conversations, and I'm learning a lot about my guys that, just like y'all out there learning the same way. So, hopefully I can get this thing fixed with Instagram because I cannot see if anybody is in here. So let me see. Hopefully people can see I'm online. Yeah, ain't nobody joining as of yet. So we're gonna keep this thing going. I'm gonna see if my guy can pull up. I don't know why I cannot see the comments. They just, they're not showing them to me. So I'm gonna see. Hopefully y'all can come in. Somebody can do some hearts or some fire signs or something so I can see. But with that being said, I want to again thank everybody for pulling up to the dopest podcast, the Roth Talk podcast. And hey, man, we're going to get this thing cranked up here in one moment as soon as my guy pull up. Let me see here. There you go. He in the bomb. Sent him the invite. And we about to get this thing started up, man. So, sheesh. I'm telling y'all, y'all going to be in for a good one today. We're going to get this thing. There you go. There you go.
What up, boy?
My guy, what's going on with you, bro?
Bro, what up, man?
My guy, I got my guy in the building, man. We are not worldly like they say in Wayne's World. We are not worldly right now, man. What's going on, Hannon? How you feeling, my bro?
Man, I'm tired. But I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain, man. I'm just blessed to be here, man. It's an honor to be on the show, bro.
Yeah, man. I know we were supposed to do it in person. We're gonna do part 2 in person because you know what I'm saying. We're not gonna get everything.
I would have pulled up, bro.
I know. I was trying to make it happen, man, but that's my fault. I got you on the next one for sure. I got you on the next part 2 because this is just the introduction because you got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to get to, but how I always like to start my podcast off with is tell the people who out there who don't know, who've been living under a rock, who ain't been listening to the radio.
Pause.
Where like who is Hannon Lane, my guy? Tell them who's Hannon Lane is. Hello.
Hannon Lane is a low-key dude for the most part, but I'm handing him from the news. I'm Timberland's former protege and Teddy Riley. Actually, I was the protege for some years. I was up on the temp for many years. I did rehab for Rihanna. I got my plaque.
Hello.
I'm moving my plaque right here.
Hello.
Hold on, I'll pull it out. So,
that's
right. You probably can't see
it. Yeah, ring that thing over.
It's so big.
Hello. All right. Woo. See, this is what we needed to see, my guy. This is why I'm glad we did it right now.
Boom,
Hello, look at
boom,
that, my guy.
gotta pull it out on.
Congrats, my bro. Salute alert
So,
for Rihanna. Salute alert.
but I got like some other plaques that I haven't gotten yet, so I got to get the rest of them. But for the most part, I did that. I did. I worked on. Well, I did Flow Riders Elevator with Tim. I was involved with Jennifer Hudson's record Pocketbook, along with Jim Beans and Candace Nelson, two of my favorite writers. But my latest, well, I did a lot more, but I ain't going to all of that.
Hey, hello.
But for the most, the latest one was Tony Braxton Do It. I was able to produce that with, alongside with Missy Elliott, which is a big inspiration to me. Like she always keep me in mind. She never, turned her cheek towards my music. So I'm real blessed to have her as a friend, as a big sister, and as a teammate. So we working on some new shit that's gonna be big. Like
I already know, my guy.
But right now we low key. But we did Tony Braxton's Do It remix together. It went #1 on the R&B Billboard charts.
Hello.
So I'm excited about that. So there's some things under the works, man, that I'm doing that I'm not really discussing, but it's big. I'm just remaining quiet and humble. Anybody that knows me, they know that I'm a humble guy. So I try to just stay low key, man, about what I'm doing, because I really don't speak too much.
Yeah, no, but you know us as producers, we don't like to talk too soon. We got this thing about, like, y'all gonna hear it. We gonna talk. The music is gonna definitely, tell a tale. So but we gonna get to all that, because, man, you brought up a lot of dope names and a lot of people that your mentors. So we gonna get to that. So let's take it back. I always like to take it back to the beginning. Let's talk about young Hannon Lane. Let's talk about you as a youngin. What was some of the music you was listening to, and just kind of tell us a little bit, how you got started on your musical journey.
Well, I mean, the young me, I would listen to a lot of Biggie back then, of course. A lot of old school rock. I love 80s rock, like Def Leppard, Van Halen. I listen to a lot of hip hop back in like the late 80s, early 90s on out. Like, I studied that. But the crazy thing is, believe it or not, I used to study when Missy and Tim and Magoo and all them first came out. Their music was just so like captivating. It was like they was like from another planet. So I would study Missy and study Tim, and it was always a dream of mine to work with them and meet them. And I had no idea that years later that I would travel the world with Timberland. You know what I mean? And work with Madonna too. I work with Madonna. I'm all over her album with Tim. I
Yes,
did
sir.
a record called Dance Tonight on that. It's like a disco type of joint.
I mean, how was that working with, the legendary Madonna, man? Like, how many people can really say they work with Madonna? So just talk about that really quick, and we're gonna go back to the childhood. But yeah, let's talk about that really quick.
Man, yo, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm sitting on the floor, Indian style, right? And Justin Timberlake was like, okay, so I'm sitting on the floor. Madonna's sitting in a little chair right here, and Justin is like standing, like we all sitting in this style on the floor like a little hut, just coming up with melodies to this beat that I did. That I think that's when it hit me. Right there, it was like a surreal moment. I'm never starstruck, but I remember the first day. I was making some beats, and I got a crazy story. What happened? Like, I'll tell you. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I was working on this beat, And I was cool. I've been around all type of stars. Jay-Z, you name it. So I'm sitting there, Madonna just randomly walks in, bro. So I literally like froze for like 1.2 seconds. I froze. So I was like, it was like, bro, that's Madonna.
Right.
Nigga, right the fuck there.
Madonna right there.
So look, I'm sitting there, but I kept my cool. Yeah. I kept my cool. And I introduced myself. And from then on, man, we was vibing. So a couple days went by. She came in the studio with this like mad bags of needles, right? So I know, I don't want to say too much on this platform, but right. She just had a bunch of fucking needles, and her history, track record, Madonna was kind of wild. So yeah. I said, Madonna, what's that? She was like, it's B12 shots. So I said, oh, okay, B12 shots. She said, you want one? I was like, no, I'm good, because Justin Timberlake came. Look, this is a true story, bro. So I'm sitting in the chair. So I'm like right here, and Justin is like damn near like, if I went like this, I'd have touched his back. Right. So Justin was like, yeah, give me one of them shots. So he had to pull his butt cheek out and poked him right there. Now this is the type of shit people don't hear about. You know what I mean? I was able to experience little stuff like that. And he got a B12 shot. I will never forget that. And just also the moments just being in the studio with them, hearing like little stories that they talk about what happened to them in their careers. Especially, I'm gonna tell you the best part was the young me coming into working with Tim. It would be Missy, Magoo, and Tim would be in the studio, and they would just talk about what they went through up on the Devontae and in the basement. And it was very, very, very informative, man. I learned so much just to see the shit that they've been through. The shit that they've been through, bro, let me tell you, it was real. I mean, I'm talking like he went around smacking people. Like that was real, like, but just listening to Missy tell the stories, the Tim, just to be in the midst of that, man, I'm so grateful for that, for those moments. Wow. So the young me, to answer your first question, I never thought that I would, when I was in grade school, I never thought that I would have the opportunities to be able to be around kings and queens of music. Hello. And today, just working with Missy is just residue of my hard work. I'm still working hard though. You know what I'm saying? But just to be going to Missy's house and staying with her and working on some music and just, we coming up with some dope shit. We working on some new Ari Lennox. So, I think, I don't think I know that we got a banger. We got about 3 bangers. But
jeez, all right, hold on. Stay right there. Leave that right there. We gonna get there. All right, so bring it back. We gotta bring it back because that was a hell of a segue. Bring it back. Rewind. All right, so
crazy story.
Young Hannon Lane. That's the super crazy story. So you in VA, you getting all the vibes. Big movements happening in VA. So when did you do music as a young kid? Were you in church or did you have any of that type of upbringing?
Man, come on, bro. Listen, bro, I play the organ. I play the, hold on, somebody said that. Don't tell them too much. Was that?
I can't even see comments on my side,
yes,
man. So you gotta tell me.
I can see them. But yeah, bro, I play the organ every Sunday in my church. Shouts to Macedonia, man. They really support what I'm doing musically. It ain't too many churches that will support what you're doing. A lot of times, they be like, oh well, we don't need for you to play. You're gone too much. But my church is the bomb. They hold me down, so I'm blessed for that. but I always make sure I stay in that because that's my roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I got my questions about the Bible and stuff like that, that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother conversation. But I believe in
Yes,
it,
sir.
and
Mhm.
I try to do right. You know,
Yes, sir.
still a work in progress, but
Hello.
nevertheless, you know what I'm saying. I definitely keep my roots in the church, and try to keep my musician skills like sharp, because I play keys too, organ, all that shit, man. I be up in there doing my thing.
Getting it in. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So let's go to middle school. Let's talk about middle school. Did you ever rap? Did you ever, because a lot of us producers have,
Oh, I can't rap.
different talent. You can't rap. You never tried to
Hell
rap. You
no.
never tried to do
Hey, look,
nothing.
I wish I could. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta pause, yo. We gotta give. I see somebody in the comments, man. I want to get shouts out to. She's so humble. Um, Pretty V, yo, follow her. Y'all make sure y'all follow her. She's really, really, really humble, and she's funny as hell. Such a comedian, man. A great spirit. So what's up? What's up, Pretty V? What up? I see you. But anyway, but yeah, what was your question there? I got a little distracted.
Oh no, you good. I was asking now because a lot of times I find out with a lot of us producers we have other talents besides production. So did you ever rap, sing? Did you ever have a group? Any of that like in middle school, going into high school?
Oh yeah, I was trying to form one, but back then it was like they were just, I mean, they wasn't really like, they wanted to just play outside all the time. I was that kid that was always in the house making beats because I
Mm.
believed that I was gonna be amongst kings and queens in music. So anybody that know me will tell you that I always would be in the house working on music. I
Hold
always
on.
was
When did
into
you
something musical
start
since I
making
was a kid.
beats? When did you start making beats? That's why I meant to ask you as well too.
My mom bought me my first keyboard when I was 5. So there was a Yamaha PSR 85 too. I remember that joint, and I used
Yes.
to make beats and melodies on that. So I
Mm.
started dibbling dabbling since I, at the age of 5,
Oh wow.
and
All
I
right. All
went
right.
on.
All right.
So just dibbling dabbling turned into double platinum records. So I'm
Hello.
humble, about that. Grateful for that.
Okay. Okay. So now let's go to high school. Now, what type of equipment were you using? Because that's very important as well. What
Oh, that's easy.
what
So
type of equipment were you using?
well, I had the PSR, right? I still had that, and then I ended up getting me an ASR 10, bro. Just the classic, bro.
Mm.
You can't,
Mm.
bro. Listen, you can't beat the sound.
Hello.
Anybody who's in the comments that produce that know anything about keyboards and shit, samplers, yo, the ASR 10 is the most grittiest sampling machine. So I had that, and then I had a tape deck. So this how I did it. So I had tape deck.
Mm.
It was a dual tape deck. So I would take
Mm-hmm.
two blank tapes. I would put one tape in this side, one tape in this side. I would record myself doing what I'm doing, right? And I will put record on both sides, and it'll record. Um, I can't remember. It was so old, but I think I remember using both tape decks at the same time. I just said I can't remember
Mm.
exactly, but it worked, and I was able to go back, edit, just using the tape.
Mm.
The regular I think it was a Magnavox. Remember, you heard of Magnavox,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It was a
Yeah.
Magnavox tape deck, and I would go to deck to deck, like
Yeah.
record here and record here, like going back and forth. And I had a home
Mm.
stereo, and that was my equipment. And the first beat that I made on that had got placed on when I was up under Teddy Riley. I had sampled, I think it was Rage Against the Machine. I had sampled that. Teddy Riley was getting ready to come out with his Black Rock album off of Virgin. This was
Mm.
back in like 2001, 2000.
Wow.
I had just graduated high school. I'm telling my age, but I just graduated high school at the time. But I had did a record. I can't remember the name of the record, but it was a joint that I did. That would have been my very first placement. And Teddy actually sent it to Rage Against the Machine. They heard it and they loved it. That
Wow.
that's when I
Wow.
knew. That's when I knew. Oh, I could do this. And then
Like
so
they,
after
like you was
that,
in there.
right. So all of this was like around right out of high school. I made that beat, I think my 12th, sometime in my latter part of my 12th grade year. And when I met Teddy, I played it for him. And that's how that went. And Teddy went
Wow.
crazy when he heard it. And then Teddy got dropped from the label and it never came out. That song was so crazy.
Mm.
It was so
Man,
crazy.
I want to hear that drink, man, because yo, you already know, like back then, because I know you, I know I can tell you about my sampling way too, using red and white wires, and you know what I mean, having to plug up into recorders and all that. So I know about that, man. They don't know about that grind, my guy. These producers nowadays don't know what we had to do to make music back then. So salute to you, my
Yo,
guy, because I know your
listen
pain.
to, hey, look, listen, these new producers, these new, I call them mouse clickers, but they are phenomenal. I'm trying to mouse
Yeah.
click too, you know what I'm saying? But these new dudes would not have survived back then
Nah.
using tape deck
Nope.
to tape deck, bro. Like
Come on.
with a receiver, I had a receiver, and you got to put it on
Yeah.
auxiliary, and
Auxiliary, yeah, I
and
had
hook
to
the
do the
wire,
same.
the RCA, the red, white, and blue.
Red and white,
You
right
put
in
it.
the back.
Come on, man. Like
They don't
they
know
don't
about that,
like
my guy.
they don't know about that shit, man. That shit was
Mm-hmm.
like you had to be like in the music. You had to be raw. Everything now is the computer doing all that shit for you.
Right.
So
Hello.
back then, you know, you literally had to. I mean, they had computer stuff back then, but like
Mm-hmm.
Cakewalk, Cakewalk is. I think Cakewalk and I think turned it to Cubase. Cubase used to be
Mm-hmm.
Cakewalk or something like
Right.
that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro, using tape deck to tape deck.
Oh man.
That's how that was my equipment. And then so it was one particular. No, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. The beat that I did for Teddy, I can't remember what rock band that sampled, but
Mm-hmm.
a couple years after that, I was with a crew called Black Russian Records. That's Big Rodney Baylor. I was up under them, and then somehow I ended up getting to Jay Brown. You know who Jay Brown is?
Is that with Rockefeller?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay Brown had heard of me, and he got in contact with me. I think either through Rodney, or it was either between Rod. No, it wasn't Rodney. It was Magoo and Tim. So
Mm-hmm.
Jay Brown had got in touch with me, and I had made a beat using my ASR 10, right? It was Rage Against the Machine. If you go to Google, y'all in the comments, go to YouTube, type in Love LA by Nocturnal. Remember Nocturnal?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first record, my first major placement was a West Coast. West Coast record.
That's
Back in
crazy. Being
2000,
from VA.
2000 and two, three, somewhere back there.
Hello.
My first placement, it was called Love LA, and I sampled Rage Against the Machine, and I'm mad it didn't. That record could have been a hit back then. I think it's
Right.
still they crazy for not
It
putting it
still
out,
go.
but politics, you know what I mean?
Oh,
You know politics.
well. Let's talk about how did you meet Teddy Riley? Like, how did that connection happen?
Oh man, that was crazy. So I was up under the label. You know, I don't want to hurt no feelings because I don't know who watching, but I mean, you know, but certain things won't happen, and one of the money guys, you know, was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna introduce you to a friend of mine. He didn't tell me who at the time, so I said, okay. So he said, I'm gonna pick you up such and such time. I said, cool. So he came pick me up, took me to Future. Future is Teddy Riley's studio. I didn't know. I thought it was just. I didn't know who it was, man. He walked me in. Teddy came on that corner, bro. I was like, oh shit. Like, so from then on, me and Teddy hit it off. It was just amazing. I mean, I love Teddy Riley, man. He always showed me so much love and respect.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's because of him that I understand a lot about production and placement. And then once with that dissipated, not on bad terms. It was just, the shit happened with the studio and all that. So Tim picked me
Right.
up. So from then on, man, I took what I learned from Teddy and I applied it. And Tim took it into me. He took me on his wing along with Magoo first, and then Magoo. So really, Magoo put me on. Magoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy,
All right.
crazy how all the chain of events happened. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy, man.
That's dope.
It was rough, but I met a lot of cool friends along the way that I'm still cool today. Like, yeah, man.
Well, I want to segue because I want to go in what happens. I know it's some more records. Rihanna, we ain't even got to Rihanna, all that. So I really want to take a pause really quick because I want to get your opinion. I'm asking all my producer friends, what can you tell artists about YouTube beats and how do you feel about YouTube beats?
YouTube beats like
artists using YouTube beats now.
SoundClick.com and shit like that.
Yeah, like now instead of getting with a producer, they're getting their beats off of YouTube. How do you do you think that's smart?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is.
Oh,
I'm quite
my
sure.
bad.
No, it's all good. It happens.
Oh,
I got mine on the clamp, so my phone ain't dropping. But I think the problem with that is it's too many people using the same fucking beat. Whether you go on a website like SoundClick or if you go to it's different websites you can purchase beats from. It's cool. You can license. But I remember this one kid was like, "Yo, man, I want you to hear my music." I'm like, "Cool." So he played me his joint. Shit was fire. And then about 6 months later, I was somewhere else, and some other dude wanted me to hear their shit. It was the same beat. Some random kid from a whole nother part of the town played me his shit. You got 100 people buying that same beat that's trying to shop it like it's their record, and it's not. That's a problem. But the only person that's winning is the producer, because you make a beat, you put on a website, you sell that beat for $100, and 1,200 people buy the same beat. You winning.
Hello.
You know what I mean? So I think for me, man, find a producer, man, and get with that producer and create from scratch, from nothing. Grab music out of thin air. You know what I mean? A lot of these producers, they have a whole shitload of sounds, but you got to know how to use them sounds. You got to understand textures of sounds and how to blend them. It's like seasoning. It's like garlic powder go good with onion powder. You know what I'm saying? It's like sounds are like seasonings. So once you season that shit, that's why Tim is great. Missy is great at it too.
Yes.
Sounds, and even though I have 3 platinum records, gold, go on big albums, gold records, I still go up under Missy like I don't know nothing, and I allow her to teach me, because that's where your humility come in. I don't go in like, man, I got this, I got that. Like, I'm nowhere near her. So I'm gonna listen to her so I can get to the head where her ass at.
Hello.
You know what I'm
saying?
Say
that again.
She's my mentor, and I learned a lot from her. I really, really appreciate her, man. Cause she understands textures, she understands sounds, how to use them. Even though, you know what I'm saying, we do them together. It's like, we're a team. So I learned all that through the years to be able to work, just to be in a position I am to be able to work with a Missy. So I think that's really big. But, a lot of people don't know me yet, but they will. You know what I'm saying? But actually, a lot of people are familiar with my music. They just don't know who the fuck I am.
Hey man, that's how it is for producers, man. Yeah, but they will, because listen, man, we gonna get to the future. We're gonna get to the future. Yeah. Now after, all right, so you get picked up by Tim and Magoo. Y'all, now let's talk about that situation. How was that, being under that tutelage of, those iconic, individuals right there? And then I'm sure that's when the Missy, and then let's transition to Missy right after that.
You say that again? You had froze for a second.
Oh, my bad. I said now let's pick up from the Timberland and Magoo. You left your Teddy Riley situation. Now you over there with Timberland Magoo. Can you just talk a little bit about that, and then let's transition into how Missy comes into the fold after that.
I came around a little bit before Bubba Sparks' ugly time period. So I'm like early, and I remember one day it's this guy named Attitude. Y'all make sure y'all follow Attitude, Timothy Clayton or Attitude. I can't remember what his name on IG is, but that's my brother. I spoke to him earlier today, and I would never forget. It was around the time when I came in the game, up under Tim. We was in Studio F at Miami Hit Factory. I had made his beat, and everybody liked it. I said, "Yo, check this out." And then Attitude came, "Yo, that beat fire. I need that to write to it." And then Tim came in there and was like, let me see what you got. So mine, Brandy, I think Ray J, I think Bubba Sparks was there. And Pharrell had came in there, but he left. And there's a picture I have on my Instagram of that day, because I remember that was the day that Tim made Indian Flute, and Rajay was there. So I was sitting there, Tim was making Indian Flute, then he put it, I saved it for him, then I started working on his beat. And my man Attitude came, and he went to back for me, dog, because Tim was like, in front of everybody, he was like, "What the hell is that? That shit is sappy." In front of everybody, the beat. That was embarrassing. So, but on my face, it was like, why you talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was new coming in. Had I just humbled myself and said, how can I make it better, Tim? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Next day, 2 days later, I was on the flight home, and I didn't understand that. So being up under Tim and Magoo taught me how to be more humble and how to learn. No matter how much you may think you know, or how much you may actually know, just be a student. Gem. You gotta be a student, because you just gotta be a student. Had I said, but Attitude went to bat for me. To this day, we still brothers. Tim and him fell out a little bit over it, but we all that's old shit. But being up under them was when I tell you boot camp. I'll tell you, these new producers won't last with the old Tim, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, the musical training that I had as far as producing and making beats. I remember, you familiar with like church boy producers? Where they make their beats, it's like all over produced and shit. Sound mad, churchy. They want to do all the fancy chords and shit. Tim, I was that dude. And Tim was like, "Man, you too churchy." He was like, "Play more simpler stuff. Beats don't need all that extravagant shit unless you're doing gospel." That he taught me to be more simpler with my parts. So when I'm adding parts, he taught me how to stack my drums. So the reason why Tim's shit so hard is because he used more than one drum. Don't use one kick. Use 4 kicks and use 3 snares. Make sure you blend them. When you blend them, they gonna punch. Blend them.
Hold on. Gym alert. If y'all on live right now, I might not even post this live, because that was a gym alert for y'all producers out there. My bad, Hannon. I had to just interrupt, but that was hello. All right, go ahead and cook, my guy. You cooking.
I got that from Tim. Teddy taught me placement. You ever heard a record where you hear one part, it come in once that whole time in the record? That's placement. You got to know where to place your sound, or like it's a science. It's really it ain't just going to a keyboard boom boom tatting. You can do it, but to really understand cadence and rhythm and sounds and textures, know when to use strings, know when to take them out, know how to rank. I'm telling you, I went through hell, bro. Like I went through many years of hell up under these cats. But it has made me better. It made me a better person, even just in my personal life. You know, I try to be as humble as I can. People that know me, they know I really don't like to be. I don't like to talk about what I did much. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really post much on my social media. Anybody that know, I don't, you know. But everybody fuss at me, even on Clubhouse, because I'm on Clubhouse too. And I have people fussing at me saying, "Bro, you gotta," because I be cutting hair too, because that's always been a hobby of mine since I was a kid. So they were like, "Bro, you gotta post more music stuff." So I'm trying to get into posting more, but I'm just so private.
Yeah.
You know I'm saying,
Yeah, I know, my guy. I was trying to, find some pics and different things. I said, this guy, I'm gonna have to get him the Roth kit. I'm gonna have to get him, because everybody tell me I take a bunch of pictures on my stuff.
Yeah,
but
man.
nah, bro. But now that's some, man. But listen, bro, that's so crazy. I mean, to Teddy Riley and Timberland. And the amazing thing you said is to humble yourself, because like you said, you feeling like your beat, like my beats is just as good as y'all sometimes, you know what I mean? So for you to take that, bounce back, recover from that, man, that's some gem alerts on that. So let's fast forward to Missy. So when did Missy start to come into play and y'all start to build y'all close bond and relationship?
2008. Back, I met her a little bit before Tim got married. I said maybe 2000, between 2006, 2008. I really got to know her. We was in Aruba, and I really had a chance, because me and her, I sat beside her at Tim's wedding. It was me. So it was me, Missy, Carrie Hilson. No. Me, Missy, Genuine, Soleil, his wife at the time, Carrie Hilson. That was my row. Right?
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
That was to my right. To my left, right here, was Jimmy Iovine, bro, sitting beside me. So I'm sitting in between Jimmy Iovine and Missy Elliott at Tim Wedding, and Carrie Hilson. Candace Nelson was singing. I think she wrote the song, the wedding song. It was I've never been to a wedding so beautiful, man. Like, that was the most beautiful wedding. But
I believe it.
I couldn't focus on the wedding because I was like, oh shit.
Like, is Missy?
It was just crazy, but I had to keep my cool. So just having those little moments, man, it's make you want to cry sometimes. It's like, yo, damn. It's like I can't believe I'm with these people.
Yeah.
It's still to this day. Even still to this day, it never gets old. You know, I was just recently in the studio with Ari Lennox and Spike, and I'm sitting there like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm meeting all these cool people like Pretty V and Keon, her their assistant. Like, I mean, all these wonderful, cool people just to be in the midst. Sometimes even though I've been around the block, it's still just so surreal to me, and I just thank God for it. You know,
man, that's dope, man. That's dope. So, so you working with Missy. I know. So when did the Rihanna's placement situation kick off?
Oh man, that record wasn't even for her. That record was for J-Lo. I made that beat for J-Lo. J-Lo and them loved it. The people loved it. I think she cut a record to it. And then it went to Mary J. I think Mary J. Blige. Mary J. It went to her. Because at the time I had got a call from a group. That was when I was being managed by him. He was like, "Yo, hey, J-Lo need a record, and Mary need a record." So I made Rehab, and I sent it to them. They loved it. They called us back. Yo, we love the record. And then after that, we ain't heard nothing else. So I went to Tim's studio one night, played it for G-Dub, which is Tim's brother. They was like, "Oh shit!" And then I gave it to Tim. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. And so 3 years later, I had got flown to Miami, and I think I got flown to Miami, and I had to like track it out with Jimmy Douglas, which is one of the most legendary engineers. Like, I really, really respect him. So, but I had to track it out, and then that's what happened. That's all I can say. And that was 2008. So the record is old, but people still love it. I still to this day get people saying, yo, that's one of my favorite Rihanna records. And
that's definitely one of my favorite, bro.
Thank you, man. And just to see people still saying that, it really makes me, even times where I want to give up and stop, because I gave up for a while, but then when I hear people say that, it just make me want to just get back, and work. So now I'm back making some power moves. And I ain't really. I got something else real big that I'm just like. I'm keeping that a secret. I ain't tell nobody till I come out.
Nobody.
Come out busting it in their head. Niggas like, yo, Hannon did that. Yep, I sure motherfucker did, bitches. Yes, I did. But I'm gonna keep that one on the Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
keep that on the low. I don't even blame you, my guy. I don't even blame you. Okay, all right. So,
but that's when that came out 2008. And like I said, that record wasn't even meant for her. That was for J-Lo, but they didn't really bite on that beat, which I think they should have. I think, at that time when J-Lo was Jenny from the block, she had a run though. You can't front. She had a
come
run.
on, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
J-Lo
She's still running.
You know what I'm saying?
J-Lo still got a run right now.
Yes, God. Yes, she do. So,
hello.
I'm a huge J-Lo fan, especially her movies and stuff. All the I don't know her personally. I wish I did, but
Well, I want to talk about another amazing vocalist that you work with, Jennifer Hudson. Hello. Salute alert to Jennifer Hudson. Let's talk. Can you talk about that record at all? Can you tell how that came about?
Well, we was in London, and
come on, man.
The crazy thing is, can you hear me?
Yeah, I say you international, right, guy?
oh yeah, I thought you said internet messed up, but yeah. So we was in London, and upstairs, I had Madonna with Tim. Downstairs, Jennifer Hudson. So I'm running up downstairs between the two sessions, and I did it's a beat called "Hurt Me" that I did for Jennifer Hudson, and I was involved with this song called "Pocketbook," produced by Jim Beans and Candace Nelson. But I had did all the beatboxing. That's me on that boom boom. I can't do it now, but because I feel like I'm a little retarded as hell on Instagram. But that's me. When you Google "Pocketbook" by Jennifer Hudson, that is me doing all them beatboxes. That's not Tim, y'all. That ain't Tim. I said it.
Tell him. Hello.
Got something to say, fucking inbox me. I'll give you my number. We can hash it out over the phone. But yeah, I'm because I deserve my flowers and for the shit that I did that I haven't really been recognized for. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that I did, a lot of shit that ain't, a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's me doing that. And I never forget that moment, man. That was like an epic moment, just seeing her record. Like Jennifer Hudson is so beastly. What, bro? She's like almost like a one taker. Like, bro, like she's incredible,
amazing.
So
there's no word for her, man. There's no word. Like, she gives me goosebumps. Like, it's not too many artists that to this day gives me goosebumps. Even watching the Aretha, she was giving me goosebumps. So, man, I couldn't imagine being in the stew with her.
Yeah, man. Yo, she's fucking incredible. But so that same night, or not the same, I think like the next night, we did the Jennifer Hudson joint. Man, Ludacris came up there. I
Mm.
met Ludacris. Ludacris jumped on the record, bro. So it's Jennifer Hudson pocketbook featuring Ludacris. Now that's it's a Jim Beams. Did I say Jim Jones? I can't remember if I said
No,
it. My bad. Not, but
no,
Jim Beams is
uh-huh.
one of the illest writers and producers. You know, But Candace Nelson, my
Salute.
favorite writer, man. Those two, that's them. They asked me to participate. I participated on the record. You know what I'm saying? Some shit happened with that record, but it was hashed out. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
ain't gonna get all into that. But yes, I was a part of that record. That's me.
Hello. Man,
And
that's
like
why
I
we
said,
got you on the show, my guy.
and
To
like I
talk that
said,
talk.
any motherfucker want goddamn have
Talk
something
that
to
talk,
goddamn say
Hannon.
about it.
Talk that talk,
Inbox,
Hannon.
just inbox me. We can talk. Cause
Hello.
I know the fuck I did, and I'm not,
Hello.
and you can't take that shit the fuck away from me.
Yes, sir.
You can't
Yes,
take that
sir.
away from me. Period. I talk my shit, but at the same time, I don't talk my shit enough. I get fussed out all the time because I try to be modest and humble about my shit. So
Nah, man,
but
and that's
yeah,
one thing I got to tell you, bro. That's one thing I gotta tell you. When I first met you, my guy, shout out to Pizzo. He introduced us,
oh
a
yeah,
couple of
Pizzo
years
Coconut.
back. Yeah, Pizzo Coconut
That's the
introduced
bruh,
us.
man.
Yeah, man. So, and you was humble. You showed me love. We chopped it up, man. So, like I said, I always tell people, I say, yo, that's a good dude right there, man. He always show love. He could be popping his shit, but he be real laid back with it. So, you know what I mean? But speaking of popping shit, how did this Tony Braxton Missy record going? I mean, can we talk about that? Because that joint went crazy. So, let's talk about Missy and Tony record.
Man, it's a story behind that. But I ain't gonna go into that part. It ain't got nothing to do with Missy, and it was something personal, But
yeah,
we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, I was at home chilling one day, and Missy called my phone like, "Hey, bro, I need you to add some music to this record." I said, "Okay." So I was like, for who? You know what I'm saying? like you mind me asking? I ain't trying to pry. She said, "Oh, it's for Tony Braxton." I said, "What, Tony? Who?" I said, "Send that shit to me right now." So
ASAP.
she sent it, and she wanted me to add some drums or something to it, but it already had drums in it. So I said, "Well, you think that you can get the acapellas? I could, dibble and dab with it more." She was like, "All right." So it took like 2 days, and then she sent me Tony's acapellas. I was like, "Oh shit, this shit is real." I said, "Yo," like I said, I still get a little stoked about some stuff.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? When she sent me the vocals, I said, "Oh shit." So I started fucking around. I made the first version, which was mad dope, but it was more adult contemporary. Missy loved it, but she like, make another version so we can give them more than one version, because that's what we always do. She always try to give the people more than one version of the record so that we can give them options. So if you are, say for instance, I don't know, Craig Callman calls and says, "Hey, such and such looking for a record." You don't want to just send them one damn record. Send them, if they send you somebody's record and say, "Hey, can you redo this?" and they send you the acapellas, make more than one version. Or if you're an artist or you're a writer and you working with a producer on a record, write more than one verse.
Hello.
And then pick the best ones. Like, all the greats do that. All the greats do that, man. They write more than one verse. It's like,
Gym alert.
You got some people that like Jay-Z. He don't write. He just I've never been in the studio with him, but I've heard stories where Jay-Z just be sitting there, he listen to the beat, and he'll get up, walk around, and he'll be like, "I'm ready." He just go in and rap the whole shit. Justin Timberlake is another one that he write in his head. He don't use paper. So, but they do more than one verse and pick the. So
the best one.
To correlate, to translate that over to music, working with Missy, we always sent more than one version. So she was like, make another version. So I was like, damn, I was brain fried. I didn't know what to do. So it took me like a couple days, and Missy fussed me out. I'm sorry, Missy. I love you, man. She fussed me out. So, but because I was taking too long, but it had to be right. And
Right.
it was a situation going on, and I lost the opportunity. Right. So she gave it to another producer. I said, look, can I just please see what I got? Sent it to them. They went with my jank, and boom. So
Hello.
that's all I'm gonna say about that. But that was an honor, man. Like, that's why I say, look, yo, I would never ever turn my back or be disloyal or do anything to jeopardize my friendship with Missy, because that's personal. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's musical first, predominantly,
Right.
but she always supported me and believed in me more than I believed in myself. So whenever she need me, I'm right there, bro. I'll drive 9 hours, 8-9 hours if she need me there, or whenever she need me, because she always keep me in mind. You know what I'm saying? I always try to, pay my homage to her that way. And
That's dope.
That's her. She could have gave, bro. She don't have to work with me. She got so many options to work with, so many of the greats of the greats.
Yeah.
But she kicked my ass, and so I try to do what I do, and I delivered on that Tony Braxton record. People loved it. It went #1 on the Billboard charts, R&B, adult contemporary Billboard charts. So
hello. That's dope. That's dope, man. Man, come on, man.
So
You been
y'all go
dropping so many
support
gems.
your boy. I mean, I know we got 17. I know we got 17 people, man. But look, man, just go download the shit. It's called "Do It" by Tony Braxton. Just go download it, or just listen to it. Just stream it.
Man, we putting that on my we putting it on my playlist for Clubhouse. So we bringing that. Look, we gonna run that up right now. After this podcast, go ahead and play that Tony Braxton and Missy record produced by my guy. So now we getting down. We got a couple more minutes left. My guy got a couple more questions. Let's talk about what you're working on right now and what's coming up for the future for my guy. I know you can't speak on everything, but if there is anything, we can kind of get a sneak peek. Look, we get exclusive on the Roth Talk. I appreciate it, my guy. Hello.
I can't play nothing. I get my ass kicked. Nope.
Well, do you got a beat you can play?
I don't know who watching either. No, sir. Ain't nobody gonna say, yo, Hannon plays shit, because I ain't played nothing.
No. I don't want no records, though. I don't want no records. But if you, I just want to know, like, can you confirm? Do you got anything confirmed, or you got anything already, you know what I'm saying, ready to go? If not, we can move to my next question. We can move.
Ari Lennox.
Whoo!
Ari Lennox. Monica.
That's all you gotta say. You ain't gotta say nothing
else.
That's it.
It's more. But
I know it is. I know that. All right, cool. We're gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Now, I always like to ask, for the up and coming producers watching, because I'm gonna be putting this on Apple and Spotify, all this once I get all my interviews done. But what can you tell? What's one thing you can tell an up and coming producer who wants to get records, who wants to get these placements, they trying to be the next big thing on the Billboard charts. What can you give them really quick for these newcomers coming up?
Man, just keep working, yo. I mean, I know it sounds cliche, but like, you just got to keep working. Just get dope. The only way to get dope is to keep working and working and working. You know what I'm saying? Get with people that do what you do, that's in the same line of work that you do. If you a producer, go to like produce, like when they be having seminars or Q&A, go to them shits. Meet, network with other producers, network with other writers. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is so easy and accessible. Now you got Instagram, you got all these platforms. But just keep working, keep putting your music out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep hitting these people up on IG. I mean, that's really all I can tell you. Is just try to associate with people that do what you do. That's what I did. That's what I did, and it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe it'll work for you guys. So,
that's dope. That's dope. Okay, well, I got to know about your top 5 producers. You ain't got to put them in order, but top 5 producers, because I already know you already probably worked with two, 3 of them out the list. But yeah,
Damn. Why you gotta ask that one, man? Okay. Okay,
got
do the
them.
era. The era.
It don't matter. It
Matter.
don't matter what era. Yep, anybody.
Prince.
Mm.
Um, Quincy Jones.
Hello.
Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my boy Tim. Come on now.
Come on, man. Hello. Hello.
Oh, I know you said 5, but it's like 6.
All right,
You
put
want to
6
go?
on.
You want to go real old school? Gamble and Huff, bro.
Ooh,
Gamble and Huff produced some of the illest shit, bro.
dopest. The
Gamble
most
and Huff,
simple.
man.
The
You know
most
what I'm
simple
saying?
shit.
Gamble and
Everybody
Huff,
did simple.
bro.
Come on, man.
So, but and of course, I always love Kanye. He's just so innovative. Between Kanye and them, I can't do 5, man.
All right,
For
10,
real,
10,
like,
man.
come
Add
on,
10.
man. I
Add 2
can't do
more then. Fuck
5,
it.
man.
Add 2 more.
I can't
I
do
know. I
5.
couldn't either. I couldn't
You know
either.
what I'm saying? Like, you know what
It's
I'm
too
saying?
many. It's too many dope ones, man. It's too many dope ones. But salute alert to everybody that you mentioned, my guy. I mean, a legendary. You already know, man. So, all right, man. I got one last question though. For you. Who who can you see? All right, well, there's the verses with Tim. You already know Tim. Who can honestly who do you think can really keep up with Tim? If I know he already did Swiss, but who do you think can really keep up with Tim in the verses? Because you've been around him, you've been exclusive with him, you know the beats that probably didn't even get placed. So like, who do you know what I mean? Who do you think could keep up with him?
I would say for real, because once upon a time, when you turn on 103, where everybody who's from 757 or just listen to the radio, once upon a time, every time you turned on the radio, turned the station, it was either a Timberland record or a Pharrell record. Timberland record, they were running the game. So I think a versus with Tim and Pharrell would have been epic, and then had a shit here in Virginia
And VA?
at the
Oh my
Scope.
God.
I'm gonna tell you another jump too. Like, I've been seeing all this shit going on, or who could battle Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody can battle him. Or let me say this, Missy.
Or
I don't
Missy.
think nobody can really battle her. But everybody keeps saying, "Yo, Busta Rhymes," which I agree. I told
Busta Rhymes and Missy.
the only person that can battle you is, but there was a good point that was made by somebody, and they said Missy is a 3-in-1. She's a writer, songwriter, and producer. Busta is an artist. Now, artist for artist, like boom, boom, boom. I didn't say this.
Right.
This ain't. I think Busta would be dope.
That would be super dope. That would be super dope. But man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it would be. But somebody said Missy versus Pharrell would be dope too. Because they don't have to play their own records. They could play all the shit that they wrote and produced for other people.
Man, I didn't even think about that one. That would didn't do it right here in VA.
What would be dope. Now I'm gonna tell you what would be dope. Diddy versus Dr. Dre. And they could play like Diddy could play all the Biggie stuff, and then Dre could play all the Tupac stuff. And then it'd be like East Coast, West Coast all over again. That'd be cool.
All over, man. Listen. That's Diddy. Look, Diddy turned down JD, so he said only person is Dr. Dre. So hopefully we can get that before what I mean.
Man,
before it's too late.
I heard through the grapevine that Dr. Dre don't want to do it. He don't want to participate in the verses, but I don't know how true that is. Y'all don't be going to quotes saying he did nothing. I ain't trying to have nobody call my phone. Hey, did you say that? I ain't
tell him. Hey, it's the same thing with Drake, man. Like it's like who gonna go against Drake?
Oh no,
And
but
they keep
I mean, it sparked a good debate and conversation amongst your peers. Like, yo, oh, I think such would be, I mean, I think it's
right, right.
good
It's good for the
conversation.
culture.
Yeah.
All right, well, man, this is where we got to go ahead and close out, man. But do
Let's
you
do
want to
it.
go ahead and say the last words? You want to shout anybody out? This is your time to shine, my guy. Where they can find you at? Hello.
Man, just go on Instagram, type in Hannon, follow my ass. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll follow you back. But shouts to every. Let me see. I can't go through all the lists, so there's a few people here. But everybody who on here, man, I appreciate y'all. I know a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my family, man. I appreciate y'all for all the love and just supporting my gift of music and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. So shouts to everybody in the comment section. Everybody, it's
Yes,
just I
sir.
can't. Just call me, goddamn. You got my number. Shit, just
You know,
call me. I can thank you
you
over the
got
damn phone. Inbox me,
me.
shit.
Yo, this guy is crazy. And I wanted to give you your flowers, my guy, because I'm a big fan of your work. I know you got way more things cooking. We got to cook our son. We got to do some work as well, my guy. So again, thank you for taking the time out, man. And much success, much blessings to you, my guy. And this has been another dope version of the Roth Talk podcast where we talk that talk. And my guy Hannon had dropped some gems today. So make sure y'all go and rewatch this episode. Go and look at my other episodes. I got 2 more guests before I close out my season. And man, listen, everybody's been super dope. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. And we about to be out this thing. Peace.